Hi. Human connection. I think about it all the time. I think about how I crave human connection, how sometimes I don't want any human connection, and I just want to be with my dog Luca. How there's so much power in human connection. And I think in this day and age with the internet and social media, communication has taken on a scary level. Through texting and email, things are misconstrued, tones are misconstrued, and that's when a phone call comes into play, so you can just clarify the tone. There's some pitfalls to all this social media human connection, and there are good things, of course, but I've been thinking of it in terms of business and as an interior designer and building my business and finding great clients. It's so important to humanly connect on a personal level, even in business. And I think sometimes that gets neglected. And I find that when I compare this day and age, 2015, with the Mad Men era, when you compare it, back in the day, they would break bread together. They would have elaborate meals. The boss would come home for dinner and eat on china, and they would get to know each other on a personal level so that when they took it back to the office, it took on a whole nother dimension. When you know people personally, it's so much easier to bring your best to them. And I say this a lot, but we all want to bring our best to things. And as the client, as the designer, as the friend, as whoever you are in whatever role you're playing, because we always wear so many hats, it's just so important to communicate on a personal level. And so many times I hear, it's not personal, don't take it personal, it's just business. And yes, that's right. Certain things are just business. And it certainly doesn't mean someone can be rude to you or be verbally abusive, but it kind of is a little personal. Either I'm not communicating effectively, I'm not reacting effectively. It really is personal, and it's interesting to think about. I think it can make all our lives a little more purposeful and more harmonious if we think about humanly connecting with everyone around us, with people we work with our friends, with people at the grocery store, strangers. It's all about human connection. So if you look at it on that level, it just elevates everything around you and brings more meaning and purpose. So I'm going to end there. And stay tuned, because I've also been thinking about, okay, once you make that human connection and bring it to a relatively personal level by breaking bread with someone, by meeting with them at Starbucks, by spending hours and hours with them on a project and really getting to know personal information, what happens when there's conflict? And how do you resolve that? So stay tuned for the next GOGO Diaries entry. Okay, bye.